forward to the cage.
Good evening, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada for tonight's main event. Boy, we expect this to be a big night of action. We spoke with both fighters yesterday. Fireworks anticipated here tonight. Let's see. David Haye's entrance here. What a ring walk. Just brimming with confidence, ready for the task at hand. Roy Jones Jr. is making his way to the ring with such confidence. That is the look of a fighter who knows exactly what tonight's outcome will be.
With a record of 54 victories, with 20 by knockout and 7 days, from Pensacola, Roy Jones Jr.
We went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch them up.
Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it. Round one underway. Combination to the head. Commits to the straight right. See a lot of movement.
Yeah, I think so, especially if the faster fighter gets his way. He knows he's fighting a guy that hasn't gone rounds too often. He's going to want him to walk. He's going to want to make sure he burns up.
Keeping him honest with the double jab on top. David Haye stunned, and he is hurt. Big shot there. How was David Haye with that jab? A shot against the board. David Haye's corner needs to really get to their man after this round. They need to treat him after that knockdown. They also need to give him some sound advice. What's the advice you give him?
Well, first of all, if they're going to get the chance to get to him, he better move his head. But the advice I would give him is, hey, you go out this next round and you kill some time. Tie him up a little bit right from the beginning. Don't worry about losing the early part of the fight or the early part of the round. Just get yourself back together.
Able to cover up that gut. Let me break this fight down for you. Is it this simple? One's got power, the other one has no chance.
Yeah, Volkswagen being entered into the Indianapolis 500.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Good double jab by Roy Jones. Blocks away that headshot. Scored well upstairs with the right hand. Roy lands the uppercut. And that is not what his opponent really wants. wants. He's backed up against the rope. David Haye on the bad end of a big hook upstairs. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Now they got some work to do here. Their man was just dropped.
Yeah, the first thing is you put some cold water. You can't use that. You clear his head, and you tell him why he was dropped.
You won that round, all right?
He seems fully recovered to me. Here we are, the start of a new round, and a fighter that attacked hard in the last round seems as fresh as could be.
But when you push a fighter, when you push a human being to a dark place, that's when you're going to find out what's right inside of him, what's great inside of him. And he's responding just that way.
Tried the hook, didn't get it. He gets hit, but he gives it right back. Rushing uppercut by David Haye. There's a straight right hand. Not one, but two. Good work with the jab up top. There's a left hand that lands flush from David Haye. Scored well with the hook. Good work toe-to-toe there. Both fighters got in on him. Turns over that hook and he does damage upstairs. David Haye's tying up for him now after being knocked down.
And that's what you expect. He's trying to buy a little time. He's not worried about winning this round right now. He just wants to get himself right so he can win other rounds. And he could be around for other rounds.
Nice work to the midsection with the left. Keep that head moving. Now the question changes. It's no longer a point of how to win, it's how to survive this round for Roy Jones Jr. Good old-fashioned 1-2 by David Haye. Nice work. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by David Haye. Well, something's got to stick. He sends the combination to the body. Now here's a perfect example of where you can actually see confidence growing in a fight. He was able to stun his man in that last round. You just get a sense that he's a bigger, better fighter than he was before.
Well, I agree with you, Joe. It's the accumulation of damage that's starting to get to him right now.
You have to take a chance with this guy, right? You got that? You have to take a chance. Listen, I need to see you grab a punch with him.
Roy Jones Jr.'s recuperative powers are proving to be very strong right here. This is the start to the round he wanted to have, coming off a round where he was clearly damaged. Teddy, he's not jabbing that much right now. That's got to help out the opponent.
Yeah, you know, that's like giving him a free one. Because now his opponent doesn't have to worry as much when he walks in. Those jabs to keep him out. He's going to see the other punches coming so much easier when there's not a jab covering them.
Unable to score with the hook. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by David Haye. Good combination to the body. Not precise at all by Roy Jones. Jones is putting forth a great combination there. Now he ties up there.
Keep moving.
How about a return to sender with the left hand? He scored well after being hit himself. Roy Jones Jr. has been able to avoid having any of his opponent's headshots landing flush.
And what his opponent has to do, Joe, is make an adjustment. Well, we used to tell the fighters, when a guy's elusive, like this fighter is right now, you have to shorten your punches up. Shorten them up a little bit, have less space to travel. They have a better chance of getting to that elusive target.
You want this fight? Then let's get moving now. This guy's gonna win this fight. You don't take control. You need to take control.
All right, listen. You need to create more punches, okay? Let this punch into a straight right down the middle.
Now you're starting to see the rewards of all that hard work and training leading up to this fight. As we start round number 4, Teddy's already put his man down, and he's up 3 rounds to 7.
Yeah, well, he's in great condition, and he came here knowing that he was going to have to keep a busy workmate, and he's been doing that.
Nice 2-punch combo by Roy Jones. He just missed that shot up top. He got hit, but he sent it right back. How about that left hand? That was nice. He just drew the punch from his opponent, and then a good counter by David Haye.
Yeah, like running through the rain without getting wet. Beautiful.
And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Good exchange. He fires back. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Jones's combination punching is working well here. He just gave his opponent a really good taste of how fast his hand speed is.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times we talk about power, and we see that power, you know, can damage a guy right away, obviously, and it can intimidate an opponent. But hand speed can do the same thing, and I think it's intimidating right now to his opponent. He's afraid to let that jab go because he might get counted with one of those lucky right hands.
A crushing 2-punch combo by Roy Jones. Seconds to go in the 4th. And this round comes to an end. Jones is in a position now where he should be able to bring home a win. If things stay the way they are, he's clearly headed towards a win.
Yeah, I have my head on my scorecard, but he has to make sure he doesn't, like in football, go into that defense. If he starts just moving, just staying away a little bit, now the things that were keeping his opponent from coming in that front door, well, guess what? They're not there no more. His opponent could get back into this fight.
So we've reached the halfway point of this main event. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. David Haye is almost looking foolish that time. He missed so bad. David Haye's got something to think about now. He just threw a punch and had one coming right back at him. His opponent scored well with the counter. This is not what I like with David Haye. Sometimes he gets sloppy defensively. He needs to tighten up there. You can see how his opponent is able to get him consecutive shots. Oh, good exchange work there. Jab, uppercut. He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was unable to land it. Look at that combination by Roy Jones. Got him right where he wants to, trapped in the corner.
Round comes to an end, a chance to put the fight into perspective. I think there's only one way to say it. He's losing the fight battle.
Well, I have him the same way on my card. I have him way down. And right now, there's one other way to say it. Go for broke.
Relax. Relax. Take deep breath. You're doing fine. Listen, you're done. You're done. I'm done with that jab. Just finish out with a hook, okay?
Back to action now. We're underway in what has been a completely one-sided fight. You get the sense this one may not go the distance. Now his opponent got away from that uppercut. Jones is whipping there. A big, wide, sweeping shot. Perfect to counter against.
Yes, it is, and you know it's only a matter of time. You know, that goes into the old computer, the old brain, where the guy remembers that, and the next time he's going to capitalize on it.
Super three-punch combination by Roy Jones. Comes right back with a shot of his own. Roy Jones Jr. putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Off target with that hook. Right back at him with a left hand. Nice job doubling up the jab by Roy Jones. And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. Good looking right hand after he got hit. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. And he returns on that exchange. David Haye's failure to protect himself from that left hand, it's become a big story now.
Yeah, and he has to understand why. He's not controlling distance. He's standing too close in front. He needs to adjust a little further out.
Body just hit.
You gotta let your hands go. You have to be this guy is being shit at. You have to go 3 or 4 punches in a row. If you don't surround, you gotta let it go.
The action starts up again, but it's only favored one man. Hard to see this fight going the distance based on what we've witnessed so far. You gotta love the offense there, putting his punches together. That's just good, solid, accurate work by Roy Jones. Nice strike after catching one by David Haye. Took a go of it to the body but came up empty. Combo lands to the head. He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. There's the headshot, but he carries it away. A very crisp combination by Roy Jones. Roy Jones Jr. is doing a good job of putting his punches together. His opponent's got to be wondering, how do I stop this?
Well, right now, you made a good point there, because right now his opponent is wondering too much. You know, he's just busy blocking the punches, wondering about the combination, he's not getting off.
Shot, and then commits to giving one right back. See him holding on. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Seven comes to an end.
You go out there and throw some punches. You need to get excited. You need to win.
This is the last wrestling. That's what I'm hoping. You get into a brawl with this guy. That's what he wants. Don't give it to him. Don't walk in.
David Haye is going to be hard-pressed to come up with an excuse here, Teddy. Here we are at the beginning of round number 8, and he's being outpointed, outboxed, outworked. I would think he still can mount a comeback.
You're right, Joe. He's still in the fight, but you can't win a fight, last I checked, unless you throw punches. Somebody needs to send him a memo. Start moving your hands.
He's committed to that left hand, and it's working out. If there was a baseball umpire around, he'd call that a strikeout by Roy Jones. Good block by David Haye. A classic 1-2 combo by Roy Jones. Able to dismiss that body shot. David Haye doesn't get a ton of credit as a defensive fighter, but that was some good defense with that block. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. What an excellent 2-punch combo by Roy Jones. Said it early on, stylistically with this matchup, hardly a chance that we would go to the judges' scorecards, but Teddy, that's exactly what's about to happen.
Yeah, early on, you're right, it looked like it was going to be an explosion, but fizzled out a little bit. Here we are.
Jones's performance tonight was exactly what he was looking for, and it's exactly what the judges reward. Good, solid effort, a unanimous decision.
Yeah, if he was a pitcher, he'd be getting a shutout right now. Almost a perfect game.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us. Enjoy the rest of your evening.